Okay. All right. So right about now, we'll start our session
Yeah.
on opportunities in the Bitcoin and blockchain industry. The Crypto Hub live webinar series. So I'd like you to follow with me. Any questions you have, any contribution you want to make, you should don't hesitate once I bring it up.
All right, sir. No
All right.
problem.
So like I said before, my name is Emmanuel Team. I'm the Chief Innovation Officer at
Yeah.
Crypto, and I believe you can see my screen.
Yes, I can.
Please, can you read the title you're seeing?
Opportunities in the Bitcoin and blockchain industry.
All right. The one below.
A crypto hub live webinar series.
All right, beautiful. It means you're really following this webinar. All right, so I'll be doing an introductory breakdown of what it entails. About the Bitcoin, the blockchain industry, and what you want to know about how it's going to be like. All right, now first on our webinar is a blockchain introduction. Now, see, blockchain is perhaps the most trendy technology of our time, and this was created by Satoshi Nakamoto as a decentralized network of data compilation, distribution, and storage within an intermediary as to ensure maximum security and zero censorship. Now, let me explain. Now the blockchain is a software development platform.
Yeah.
Are you following me?
Yes, I'm with you.
Yes. So in 2008, so a person by the name of Satoshi Nakamoto set out to develop a new system. What he had in mind was to develop a new monetary system that would not have control by anybody. It would be like gold. The way gold is now, nobody has control over gold. Anybody can mine gold from any part of the world. The the supply of gold is not centralized, so to speak. People can turn their earrings to gold. People can they can dig for gold in the earth. People can go through streams and rivers trying to scout for gold. So
Yeah.
wherever it is people find gold and they bring it to the market, it is being acceptable. It
Yes.
is acceptable as it is being valuable. So that is what is being used for money. You get. And so
Yeah.
Satoshi Nakamoto saw a problem with the financial system whereby the supply of money, the creation of money is being controlled by a few people, which you call central banks. And central banks are
Yeah.
being manned by people. A few people at the head. They make decisions, they make monetary policies for an entire state, country, or a region, like the European Union, for example. Now, European
Yeah.
Union Parliament makes decisions. Their central bank makes decisions for the entire nations that are under the European Union. Whatever decision they
Yeah.
make affects the currency. Do you
Like the
understand?
Brexit of Britain.
Exactly. Like now, like theirs too. So Satoshi Nakamoto wanted to create a new system that will operate that a new system that will to operate itself, it will be self propelling, so that nobody needs to control how it will look like. Nobody control the supply, nobody control nobody control the distribution. So it on its own, the monetary supply will be flowing as it has been created to be. You get now? And now
Yeah.
this new system is deflationary. Now he built it on a system known as a blockchain. Now I like to explain blockchain this way. Blockchain came about to be while Satoshi Nakamoto was creating Bitcoin. Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Following.
So he set out to create Bitcoin. So blockchain was the tools. Blockchain, like the block, the block of transactions that are being made in the Bitcoin transactions is what we call a blockchain. A blockchain, so to speak, literally first open and original blockchain that was created was the Bitcoin blockchain, because he was creating a way of trying to make money, a new kind of money that has no control from anybody. It has no censorship, there's zero censorship, and it has maximum security because the all I call it the lines of distribution and control are distributed all over the world. There are different computers connected at the same time, make up the blockchain that Bitcoin is. Bitcoin literally is the first blockchain because all the transactions that you send and receive on the Bitcoin network, you can make up those blocks that make it up to be a blockchain. Are you with me? Mr. Ray, are you with me? All right. Now we call it it's a decentralized network of data compilation. There's whatever data that flows through. Whatever data flows through this blockchain, as long as it's put into compartments and they flow sequentially according to their time, each one according to their time, as long as it flows sequentially, it's part of a blockchain. Are you with me?
I'm sorry.
All right, you're cut off there for a little bit, so let me allow you to come back.
I think that's where I stopped. Sorry.
You say?
I
Come
said
again.
my sub finished earlier, so I was not even hearing you. Like I was disconnected because my sub finished. So I just quickly did another sub right now.
All right. There's no problem.
So I stopped.
So, like,
I stopped at the part where you're talking about blockchain. So
all
sorry.
right. Okay. So a blockchain, in a simple term, is a chain of transactions that are following each other sequentially according to their time that each transaction was being created. You get now. If I send money from me to you on the Bitcoin network, the next person that
Yes.
sends after me, it queues up like that's like how you queue up in the bank ATM. That queue of people withdrawing money line by line is the same way it appears on the blockchain. So if I send money through on the blockchain in the same pattern, that's exactly how it's going to appear line by line. Those blocks are those transactions that flow sequentially are known as a blockchain. Are you with me?
They are known as.
They make up the blockchain.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so each new transaction that comes in forms the next block. Just like a block by block, block by block, block by block, like a bus moving in traffic. Each bus that is aligned up like that make up an entire queue. So each transaction that flows on the Bitcoin network makes up the blockchain. Each block, so blockchain is just blocks that are moving together, that are being changed line by line by line. Do you understand me?
Yes, I do.
Yes, and what makes it secure is because it's distributed. It's evenly distributed. You get if a few of if the people that are controlling, they're like now, if they want to rob, imagine they want to rob a bank, and the people you need about 4,000 keys to open the bank, and every single person that has that key is inside the bank premises. It's very easy to rob the bank. Everybody they can be captured and forced. But if the 4,000 people are spread across the world, you discover that as long as they don't have every single person's keys, they cannot open the bank and rob the bank. It makes it very secured.
Yes.
You understand? So that's exactly how the Bitcoin blockchain is. So every single computer that is connected to the network that allows transactions to be carried out, allows people to send and receive money, allows people to mine Bitcoins and create new Bitcoins on the network. They are spread all over the world. There are over 115,000 Bitcoin nodes. Now, these things make up the Bitcoin blockchain. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so just like those keys in the bank I explained, the same way they're also distributed all over the world. And so this is called a decentralized network. So the first blockchain, which is the Bitcoin blockchain, is a open and decentralized network. Anybody can participate. You can decide to start mining Bitcoin today. You can decide to start sending and receiving transactions with your own Bitcoin node. And you'll be part of a full network that is on the internet. And because of the way it's being created, it has maximum security. Nobody can hack it. You're going to hack every single one at the same time, simultaneously.
Wow.
Are you with me?
Pretty difficult. Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So now the application of what it can do now. Now, since Bitcoin was created in 2009, it has never gone down. It has 99.99% uptime. Sometimes your bank goes down. Sometimes the Amazon the data centers went down. So that Facebook went down. Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram was down. You remember that it was like 2 weeks ago it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can happen because their servers. Yeah, it can happen because their servers are in a particular place. But the Bitcoin blockchain has never gone on for a good 10 years. It has been running consistently because it's distributed, it's decentralized. And because of how secure and robust it is, so many people are trying to apply the same things in different sectors to see how they can use it, how it can work for them. Okay, Dayo, you're welcome to Tayo. You're welcome to the webinar. You get to see how they can apply it into other sectors. So it takes us to the next level.
Okay.
Now, you can see the next line here. Now, the first application of blockchain is in finance, which is in Bitcoin. Now, the Bitcoin blockchain is the first blockchain ever. It's the longest running, it's the most secure, it's the most robust. You get now for you to hack the Bitcoin blockchain, it costs you billions of dollars to do that because of how wide the network has grown. And because of how and because of how secure it is, how quick it is, it has no censorship. It can't be censored. Things that flow on the Bitcoin blockchain cannot be censored. So many other sectors want to now apply the same thing. You get now, and you can see here I listed some other areas like for example, supply chain management rather. You get the movement of goods to and fro. Like now in 2016, 2017, I used to work with Jumia. And then when I have clients that make an order, they want to buy something online. Now,
Yes.
when they make an order, I can track their transactions through my back office. I can track what they buy, where it is per time, like that.
Yes.
Now that's what we call supply chain management. They know how like you monitor. That's how they monitor eggs and chicken to know them for to know which one is infected. If they move a chicken from one poultry to another poultry, they monitor okay, what's the health of the chicken? How did it grow? Which breed did it come from? All those things.
Yeah.
Those things are called supply chain management. Now, those things are depending on human beings to be able to enter those things to be right.
Yeah.
Along the line of management, somebody can make a mistake
Yes.
or alter it. Do you
That's
understand?
yeah.
Yeah, but when it's built on the blockchain, for example, now, right now,
Mm-hmm.
IBM is already using that.
Wow.
This big company is already using that. Maersk is already using that, and they use that to track how goods move from where they ship it from, like from China, from India, from here, from there till the point of delivery. Now, this helps them to know how secure and know how genuine a product is, know how good it is. You get that? Now, when they need to apply it with blockchain technology, that's how you use Bitcoin. Bitcoin now you cannot duplicate it, you cannot fake it. You get now. If I send you Bitcoin now, you receive only Bitcoin. So now, yesterday, Chris sent me money to my account. He was debited, but the money did not get to him. Now on
Yeah.
blockchain, that cannot happen. On blockchain, maybe it is sent in real time. It must get to me. You get now. You cannot reverse it. You cannot change alter it already because it's on the blockchain. And
Okay.
because it's decentralized, so because it's centralized all over the world. Now, somebody cannot alter it. The person needs to alter every single computer that's connected to a network all over the world at the same time. Now, blockchain helps us to be able to now if you apply such things in things like supply chain management, now it's going to be very robust. Which means anything that you move from the factory that was duly checked and entered into the system gets to the point of delivery according to how it was computed. Are you with
Oh.
me?
Yeah.
All right. Now you see the same thing, things like identity management in healthcare. Now, healthcare records is an example. Now, there are people that they have certain health conditions. They don't want people to know about how sick they are, what they're going through.
Yeah.
All those kind of things like that. They don't want to know that their health condition. Now, those health records that they save in the computer system. It's called like if you go to another hospital, you need to register again, buy a new card, you go to another place, register again. But if the healthcare records are being put on the blockchain, you simply have to enter it in, your information in, and automatically from the blockchain, it fetches your data. And you don't need
Yes.
to open a new card anymore. They know what's wrong with you. They know the last treatment you got. Everything flows through from the first doctor to the last doctor that treated your condition. You get now. So these applications in healthcare is very huge. Same thing with digital security. Digital security talks about things like a company shares. You get. Let's say now you want to open a company called Ray Hatom Industries. You
Yeah.
get now.
Yes,
Instead
sir.
of you putting your company on the Nigerian Stock Exchange, you can simply create a token which will not be which will not represent shares in your, and you can now sell it to people. People can now buy it in your company. People can now invest in your company. You can now change ownership. Same thing too with your house. You can tokenize your house just like Bitcoin and transfer it digitally, such that
Oh.
you can even sell your house for someone in Brazil, and the person can transfer ownership using the blockchain
Oh.
with digital tokens that represent securities in your company. So yeah, just like how they have shares on stock exchange, likewise too on the
Yes.
blockchain, having a wallet that can receive and send your companies and shares, which are now digital securities like tokens. Same thing too
Yes.
will happen. So the data storage too. Like I talked about how when Facebook, WhatsApp, and the rest went down that other
Yes.
day. Same thing too with if you have decentralized data storage, such things can
Yes.
happen because once one server goes, immediately the next server picks up. Do you
That's
get
true.
me? So immediately Facebook servers went down. It affected WhatsApp, affected Facebook, affected Instagram, and then everyone was not panicking here and there. Now, when it is decentralized on a blockchain like this, now automatically every other site picks up. And the flip side too is this now: your data cannot be hacked as long as the blockchain is robust. Like data that is being stored on the Bitcoin blockchain that cannot be hacked. Somebody cannot come and alter the old transaction that was being created in 2011, 2012, and now change it to what he wants it to be because Bitcoin blockchain is very robust and big. Now, people are trying to now apply this into data storage, like normal things like your images, your video, things you upload, stuff like that.
That's true.
Yes. And so you see other areas to law and intellectual property. Like, for example, I talk about your house being tokenized. I also talk about how things like smart contracts. You get now they can code they can code a particular application on the
Yes.
blockchain. Sometimes they're called dApps. They're called decentralized applications. If you use it on the blockchain, such that if I want to do a deal with you, I don't need to meet a middleman. Like let's say government wants to share fertilizer to farmers now. If it's on the
Yes.
blockchain now, using a smart contract, for example. Now, the moment it's on the blockchain, automatically once the farmers present their identities and it proves that they won, automatically it allocates a particular portion of fertilizer to them. It doesn't need to go through certain people here and there as long as they know how to use it. Do you
Yeah.
understand? And such things like that works on its own without anybody being able to control it. It's called a smart contract. So there are developments going in all these sectors in supply chain management, identity management, healthcare, digital securities.
Security, data storage, law and
Yeah.
intellectual
And there
property.
are many other areas too that you can find applications for it. Now, what you need to know now is how can you as a person now benefit? How can you benefit from this? How can you be able to make financial gains from this industry?
Okay.
All right, now, if you see this now, can you see this?
Yeah.
Now, you see
Blockchain
this
financial assets.
now, blockchain financial assets, better known as cryptocurrencies, are the biggest use case and application so far. Now I talked about so many blockchain applications they can use for healthcare records, for identity management. Up till now, blockchain financial assets called cryptocurrencies, you get now, are the biggest use case and application so far. Now, in 2018 alone, Bitcoin had $1.3 trillion
Wow.
US dollars in transaction, which is even double the transaction that PayPal does. PayPal was founded in 1995. PayPal is older than Bitcoin. When Bitcoin is now doing double the transaction that PayPal is
Paper.
doing because it's a new sector. It's growing. You get now. Last week
Yeah.
now, a guy from India joined Cryptohub. And
Yes.
he paid his money in Bitcoin. Why could he do that with Bitcoin? Now, if it was before, he had wanted to send his Indian rupees. I'm looking for how to receive it, who will he send it? If you want to send to Western Union, maybe send me
And
like
they
maybe,
want deduct from the money, sir.
yeah.
Bank
So
charges.
if he sends $1,000, deduct $100 from that. Now with Bitcoin, he sent it and he paid fee. The fee he paid is even lesser than what you pay for your transaction fee here in Nigeria.
Wow.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yesterday, somebody sent about $62 million. I mean, it's even today, self, and the person just paid $5 as the fee.
Wow.
So that's very. If person tried that with Western Union or other platforms, it will be very, very expensive.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. So so blockchain financial assets, better known as cryptocurrencies and even tokens, security tokens, can also are also the biggest applications of Bitcoin so far. You get now, so that's why you see that Bitcoin transaction in 2018 was 1.3 trillion in dollars, and it's still growing every year. It's still growing every year because of how robust it is. Now, a news came
Yeah.
out yesterday now that Russians bought $8.6 billion in Bitcoin
Wow.
in the past few months. Now, because they are seeing the application of what blockchain can be, they're seeing how the application of how financial assets on the blockchain is very useful, and so they are now keying into it. You see Indians, you see Zimbabweans. In fact, any single country that had issues with their economy in 2017, 2016, even 2018, 2019 too,
Yes.
they always rush into Bitcoin. They always rush into cryptocurrencies. Why? Because it's an apolitical asset. You get now. Let me explain what it means. Assets like Naira, financial assets like Naira, the dollars, British
Yes.
pounds, they rely on the economy of that country
Yes.
and the monetary policy of the country to be able to be stable. But things like Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies that are decentralized, they do not need such stuff to be tied down. It's a free floating asset. It's a decentralized
Oh,
application. It's a decentralized financial asset that
yeah.
stands on its own. And now the applications of what people can use it for is beginning to grow daily. So most people see it as a better bet to save their money in because nobody has control, nobody can censor it, nobody can determine how much money you can spend or use at any given time. Like right now in your bank, if you send more than $10,000, your bank will report it to the SEC. You know that's a fact.
Yes.
Money of your own that you legitimately worked for. You get now. That's why I see the transaction value of Bitcoin is growing every year. It's growing every year because Bitcoin, the Bitcoin blockchain, which secures people's value, is more and more as more and more people see into what it can be used for, how easy it is to use, how cheap, how fast, it's borderless. More and more people begin to venture into it, and that's why we're holding a webinar series like this.
Wow. That's cool.
Now, 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 here's the next slide. Now, the Bitcoin and blockchain industry is currently in its infancy stage, and early
Yes.
movers now will be its pioneers and biggest gainers. Now, this is the infancy stage. The Bitcoin and blockchain industry is currently where it is. Let me quote the words of Twitter CEO. He's like, the Bitcoin space right now reminds him of the early internet, days of the early internet. It's very young,
Yeah.
it's still growing. There's so much boom, there's so much potential in it for it to grow. In fact, research by some US firms found out that blockchain spending in US alone will grow to $41 billion. Now, if you put it all over the world, how it will be growing over the next 5, 10, 15 years, you see a massive boom. A lot of people are predicting that
Yeah.
by 2030, the blockchain industry will be over $2 to $3 trillion. This is
Oh,
because of financial assets that are built upon um, they're built upon the blockchain industry. Now, this is the infancy stage. It's still early. When I came into the Bitcoin
yeah.
space in 2016, they'll be like, "Oh wow, 2016, you really entered early," and I'm like, "This is still early. You still have space. You still have time. You still have enough. If you have enough tenacity to build interest, to study, to follow through, to be consistent, you see a lot of improvements in what you're going to do. And that's why I was doing this every day, trying to push it so that more and more people will get into this industry while it's still early because there's a lot of opportunities in this space.
Okay.
All right. Now, these are corporations. See JP Morgan, this is Facebook, over 40 central banks
Wow.
over 40 central banks at the World Economic Forum this week said that they are now testing blockchain currencies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they are testing blockchain currencies. And same thing with Facebook. Facebook followed like, they're being a blockchain team. After everything, they decided that they want to release their own Facebook coin. Now, even the US, United States Securities and Exchange Commission,
Yeah.
recently this week, they're looking for a lawyer that's well versed in the crypto industry that will give them legal advisory on crypto assets. And his salary was around 144,000 to $200,000 a year. You get now.
Yeah.
You see all these central banks now. All the central banks that you see now that are looking to build blockchain currencies, they will need people that are already well versed in this industry. They will need advice. You need people that have experience because the industry is too young. So it's only those who are putting so much time and investment into this industry that fully
Yeah.
understand that can actually fill this gap. In fact, according to Bloomberg, now blockchain and crypto jobs are one of the most highest paid. The average software engineer earns $150 to $300,000 a year.
Well.
And Facebook too is hiring a lot of people. JP Morgan wants to launch their own coin. In fact, in 2017, JP Morgan called Bitcoin a scam. You get now. And right
Yeah.
now in 2019, they are launching their own coin, just like Bitcoin.
Well.
Now, this is because it has shown resilience. One thing like one of those biggest things in life is consistency. If you're consistent in life, people might fight you, people might argue with you, people might call you all sorts of names. But the one thing they can never deny is your consistency. Over 10
Yeah.
years of existence, and the international value of Bitcoin is growing. Applications of Bitcoin is also expanding. New developments are coming to this space, and so they had no choice but to launch into the particular sector. And they are hiring all kinds of people like you and me can be hired by them. Like right now in crypto, we've had all kinds of people. Several people come for trainings. Several people come for their company and start to train about cryptocurrencies, about blockchain. Last year, I can
Yeah.
put cryptocurrencies in one of their question paper.
Wow.
In the final exam, they put it in the question by asking people to classify potential that's future accountants, digital accountants to
Yes.
classify what they will
After that,
classify
accountant.
cryptocurrencies for their clients. Now, this company they need people to show them the way. They need people to explain these things to them. They need people that are well versed in this industry, and that is where you come in. These are opportunities for you. It's just like what Bill Gates said. Bill Gates said the key to being successful in business in any sector is knowing where the world is going to and getting there first. That is the
Yeah.
key. So,
Wisdom.
yeah, so that's a race to the top. That's exactly what we're doing in the Bitcoin and blockchain industry. We're just saying, we're still preaching this while it's still early, showing people the potential of what they can do with this industry. All right, now here are some opportunities. Now, these are software developers. Blockchain engineers are on high demand. Like I told you, the average salary is $150,000 to $300,000 a year
Yes.
as a blockchain engineer. So if you start today, if you start taking your courses on blockchain development, how you can feature in it, create software and distributed systems, you definitely have someone that will employ you. It's not like the other sectors where you get trained and you start looking for jobs. In this sector, you actually look for people because it's still,
That's true.
like I explained, it's infancy stage. You get anywhere you
Yeah.
show up, anywhere you show up and you say that you're into Bitcoin, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, it picks up a lot of interest because this is a new sector. This is the next frontier. This is the most exciting topic right now after AI and virtual reality. This is like the biggest sector so far.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Now, another opportunity here is cryptocurrency exchange services, buying and selling of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Now,
Okay.
we here in crypto, we have an exchange. We call WigoX. Now, it allows people to exchange assets: Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Naira. Do you get now?
Yes.
Bitcoin, Naira, and the rest. Now, these things are available because most people want to use this Bitcoin. Most want to use all these cryptocurrencies to transact. You get now. You find people that buy Bitcoin daily. There's a guy I know. He buys over 100 Bitcoin a week.
Wow.
Buys 100 Bitcoin a week, and he buys and supplies from that. And you see now he can make like 10% or 5% of that money a week. And that's a whole lot of money. And there's people I know that in our exchange they do every day they make a profit of $20,000 to $30,000 naira. They make to 20 to 30,000 naira every single day transacting cryptocurrency exchange services. So they buy Bitcoin, they sell Bitcoin, they buy Litecoin, they buy Ethereum, they exchange Bitcoin. You get for
Yes.
naira back and forth. Some people even supply people in Ghana, supply people in Singapore and in Sierra
Wow.
Leone, Senegal, and other countries. And now they make 5% premium on it. Like for example, now if the person I want to buy from them is asking for Bitcoin at 360. You
Okay.
get the person goes and gets it at 358. He has made 2 naira difference. The person buys $10,000 worth. He has made 20,000 naira from that one single deal. Do you
Yeah.
understand? You get
Yes.
so that's exactly how people make money. They feel like they make money every day. After you become a member of Crypto Hub and you join the exchange group, you see people that can every day. People say, I need Bitcoin. I want to buy Bitcoin. Do you have Bitcoin for sale? Or I want to sell Bitcoin. So, and this is an opportunity for you. There are people that that is all they do. That know them for 2016. They don't do any other thing. They buy and sell Bitcoin every single day. and they make a lot of money from it. You get them buying Bitcoin, selling Bitcoin, buying Bitcoin, selling Bitcoin, right from their home on their laptop, with only internet and nothing more in their own. Because that's exactly what the blockchain and the crypto industry has brought about. It's decentralized network. You don't need to go anywhere. From your own comfort of your own home, from your own phone, you can easily um, carry out transactions like this. Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Now, the third one
Okay.
here is cryptocurrency trading.
Yes.
Cryptocurrency trading. Now, this is one where crypto is well, very well known for. We teach people how to trade cryptocurrencies, just like how you have, um, just like how you have other this thing. What do you call it? You have Bitcoin. You also have there's also other currencies apart from Bitcoin. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Let me show you something. Can you see my screen? What is it showing?
Coin market cap. Top 100 cryptocurrencies by market capitalization.
All right.
Wow. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Litecoin.
All right. Now, you can see all of this Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum.
Ethereum, XRP.
Yes, and this are all different currencies now. Now what we do is that we teach people how to trade these cryptocurrencies. You get now,
Wow.
like there are over 2,000 currencies on this. There are over 2,000 currencies on there. So what we do now, we train people how to trade these currencies. Now, if you look at this now, you see this one has pumped about 7%, has pumped about 9% today. You get
Wow.
these are different currencies. Different currencies. Now, here's this coin now. This is Litecoin. We called Litecoin in Crypto Hub like 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago. Then it was around $60. Now
Yeah.
you can see the price
Yes.
is around
$94.
$94. That's about over 45% in profit. And that's one of the several calls we've made so far in the last 30 days. Hello?
Wow. Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah. So what we do now, we teach people how to trade this cryptocurrency. We teach them how to buy, how to sell, how to do portfolio management, how to make profits from the industry. You get.
Yes.
We show them how to make profit. Like we posted a video of that couple that made over 50% of his portfolio
Wow.
within his first month of joining. And there are several like that. There are several different calls like that that we make in a group now. We do that. We train people how to trade cryptocurrencies because these are assets that are built on the blockchain. And so uh, you as a person now, as you want, you do not need to be on like a traditional market. You don't need to be a stockbroker. You don't need to be a bank.
Yeah.
You
That's
get
true.
that. But with cryptocurrency trade now, you can sufficiently on your own from your own phone or from your own
Yes.
laptop easily buy, easily sell, easily trade these cryptocurrencies. We teach all kinds of stuff like how you can carry out analysis on these currencies, what you can do with it, how you can give you profits in this industry. So it's a very lucrative aspect of this.
Hmm.
Uh, you get, and so
Yes, I.
yeah. So now, another one again is blockchain business development. Now, I know people that what they do is to help startups in the blockchain space to develop business. Now, here's what happens now. Most people, most companies or firms that are in the blockchain space, whenever they come in, they look for people to do jobs for them, normal jobs like graphic design, um,
Yes.
um, um, you get now video editing, business development. Usually, when they look for those things, they will not add it. They will not add that if you have a knowledge of the blockchain industry, is a plus. And they usually hire those kind of people that have knowledge about it because they need somebody that can easily understand their workflow. The person does not need much explanation of how it looks like, what
Yes.
the terrain is all about, and that's exactly and that's a very big opportunity for you as a person. If you're a business developer, if you're a person that you are very good with building startups, building ideas to start startup. Now, once you need to major in the blockchain industry, you discover that you get more and more gigs because there's a lot of demand for in this industry. The demand is very
Yeah.
high, but the supply is limited. Do you understand? Demand is
Yes,
high,
I.
but supply is limited. Now, those who have chosen this niche as a career, they have a whole lot of opportunities. I have a friend, he was working for 3 different blockchain companies right now, 3 different blockchain firms, writing business content for them. Why? Because there's a lot of demand for them. He does this every single day from the comfort of his home. And they don't mind picking him from all the way from Nigeria here, even though they're foreign companies, because these kind of people are high in demand. Likewise to things like content development. You want to develop content, you want to writing blogs, you want to work for, they have blockchain magazines, they have blockchain media outlets. They need to develop content particularly for that industry, to follow the
Yeah.
news, analyze it, give a breakdown of what the industry is all about. And they usually pick people who are knowledgeable about this industry, about digital assets, cryptocurrencies, the whole works
Wow.
of what it's about. I, as a person, I can easily develop content in the blockchain space because I've put interest there, I put my time, I put my energy into it. And so it becomes very easy for me to understand and to flow with it. I can easily pose as a content developer because I'm involved in this industry. So it's good. I'm easily positioning myself so that at any time whereby they need such services, I can easily show up because there's a lot of high demand in this industry. I don't know if you're following me.
Yeah, I'm following you.
Yes. So now there's also things like blockchain-based gaming. Now, blockchain-based gaming is another big sector. Recently, now Fortnite. You don't hear about Fortnite. Fortnite is a very big game. They made over $1 billion last year
Wow.
from gaming. Now they decided that, okay, they want to start using EOS, using Ripple for transactions, using to reward people for playing games on their own platform. And these are blockchain-based gaming. There are several other ones. There is Loom, there's Engine. You get there are lots of platforms whereby people build games on the blockchain, and we think it drives a lot of traction because the game industry is very huge.
Yes.
It's very huge. You know this game Candy Crush.
Yes, I play Candy Crush also.
Yeah, of course you play Candy Crush. Now,
Yes.
Candy Crush made over $1 billion last year
Wow.
from one of those gaming points people buy and the ads are on the application. In fact, in 2017, Nigeria spent about $168 million for gaming.
Wow.
Nigerians alone. Now, sectors like the blockchain, which already has a high interest. Now, if you now see people that build games on the
Yeah.
blockchain-based game, that now rewards its users, now allows people to play gaming in a new kind of way. Discover that it drives a lot of traction and it gives them a high valuation.
Yes.
You get, and so you see mainstream games like Fortnite, like Engine, coming to the blockchain space to apply these things because it has a lot of interest. Because it's a way of driving traffic for them, boosting their company's net worth on on the open market. So, and it also opens a lot of opportunities for you, whether it's into engineering, whether it's into cryptocurrency exchange services, cryptocurrency trading, business development, blockchain based, whichever sector you want to major into, there are lots of room for you to enter into as a person.
Mm.
All right, I've noticed that Frank has been trying to join us, but I think he's having network issues.
Oh, yeah.
All right, do you have any questions?
Not yet. I have some that I'm supposed to ask, but not based on what you've explained already. Maybe I'll
All
ask
right, no,
after
go
you.
ahead. Go ahead. Yeah,
Okay,
go ahead
because
and ask.
I've heard stuff like Paxful, Luno. So I don't know. I think that Paxful is a site because I think somebody gave me the link sometimes ago, like over a year ago. I registered with them and I opened an account or something, but then I didn't really know what it's really all about. So it was recently
Okay.
that I just saw one of the notification on my mail and I just opened the link again. So I saw something about my wallet ID or something. So please can you explain more
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
what
All right.
Paxful and
Now,
Luno is?
all right. Pax funds are actually exchanges.
Okay.
You get the exchange, just like Nigerian Stock Exchange. We brokers
Yes.
to buy and sell and exchange stock for cash. Same way too with Pax and Luno. These are exchanges. They
Oh,
buy, sell. Like we also have an exchange. Ours is on WhatsApp. It's a peer-to-peer exchange. You're like
oh,
you're talking to me now, you talk to other people, we chat to them, you drop, you make
yes.
others to buy, we vet people's ideas, allow them to
I
now
get that.
transact. Yes, like on our exchange, a week alone, we transact up to $100,000.
Wow.
Yeah, and you see people buying and selling, and these are people making profits. That I talk about cryptocurrency exchange services. These are people
Yes.
making buying and selling like that. You get using exchanges as
Okay.
to transact. So those are actually exchanges.
Okay. And also, how do people get cryptocurrency? Because at least people who sell, where do they get them from? And for example, the currency that we use normally in the world, we know that the central banks like print them, they mint them. But then how are cryptocurrencies? How are they produced? Where do people get them from? At least someone must have gotten them from somewhere before they now start distributing and selling to others. How
All
does
right,
it get produced?
all right. It's just like I explained for gold. Now people get gold by mining gold.
Yes.
They dig gold mines and then they don't get new gold. Just
Yes.
like now, let's say I'm a musician, yes,
Yes.
and I release a new album, and everybody wants my album. Yeah, and everybody wants my album. Yeah, and I'll now tell them that okay, if you need buy my album, you want to download, you want to play my own music, you would have to go to my website. Nigga, you
Yes.
have to go to my website and download my particular album. Just like when Jay-Z bought us a new album, 444. He created a new platform. So everybody go there and download my own music.
Wow.
Do you understand? Now
Yes.
now he created a digital scarcity so that you could not get his album anywhere else apart from his own website.
Mm.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now, likewise with Bitcoin and all the cryptocurrencies, the people mine them just like gold. You can mine them because they're
Oh,
digital currencies. They're digital currencies. You have to get them from online. You get now.
yes.
What we call mining machines. They set it up. They put it with their laptops. They begin to transact. They need to mine it on and then the more you mine, the more coins you get.
Okay.
Yes, and so once you download the Bitcoin software on on a high-powered laptop, you get now. You download it, you use the mining machine, you set it up with your laptop, you connect it. It's quite expensive, thousands of dollars. Once you set it up, you begin to verify transactions on the network. You get now. We begin to carry out those
How
activities.
expensive can the machine be? Sorry.
On average, it's around $6,000 to $5,000.
Wow, that's much.
Yes, that's quite a lot. And so um, you would find that there's only people who have huge capital that enter into it. It has become very expensive. Over time, it used to be cheaper. No, it has gone more and more expensive, more and more people entering into the industry. That's why Bitcoin's value is rising the way it is right now. So most people get these coins from the blockchain. I told you, blockchain is the software network
Yes.
where these transactions flow. So like now, if you want to watch videos, you go to YouTube, you will
Yes.
find videos on YouTube. If you want to get bitcoins, if you want to get your own bitcoin, where they get miners get it from the Bitcoin blockchain. They mine these coins with their machines, their laptop, and the internet connected to it. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Yes, and like I explained to you now, Bitcoin was created to correct the old financial system, such that the supply of Bitcoin is limited. There can only be 21 million Bitcoins ever. Do you
Wow.
understand? Right now, there
Yes.
are about 17.6 million Bitcoins already created, and like every day, about 1,800 Bitcoin are being created.
Oh, so the moment they mine all the Bitcoin, then the mining will have to stop.
Your money will stop. Then they'll just be verifying transactions. You get now. If I send money from me to you, the miner is not be the one to verify that this money is actually on the Bitcoin network and it's not fake. Do you understand?
Okay. Yes.
Yes. And so the money will end. So now that's what pushes the price of Bitcoin up because a lot of those coins are limited. Just like now, they tell you that they tell you tickets to Dubai is 400,000, but if you pay now, there are 100 tickets available at
Yes.
30,000 naira. So everybody will rush for it
Yes.
because scarcity brings value. Now, because of how scarce Bitcoin is, everybody wants every see you hear Bitcoin and Bitcoin everywhere all over the world. Warren Buffett is talking about it, Elon Musk is talking about it, the CEO of Twitter is talking about it. who again, JP Morgan, Facebook, everybody talking about it. Now it gives it high value. It makes the price to increase over time.
Yeah.
You get, you understand? Now
Yeah, I
this
do.
yeah, so this price increase comes as a function of scarcity because scarcity brings value. Is it's basic economics. It is high
Yeah.
demand. There is higher demand than supply, then the value of the commodity goes up. If there's higher supply than demand, the value goes down. The naira is getting more and more worthless every day because the central bank is printing more and more every day. Do you
Yeah.
understand? Yes. Like you notice during election period or other times, the moment they begin to spend more, pump money into the economy, inflation increases. Why?
Yes.
Because there's so much money that's going to circulate. So Bitcoin is deflationary. It cures inflation from your money. So your money has more value. If you had with $100 in 2010, you'd have gotten yourself over 10,000 Bitcoin.
Wow.
Right now, that money is well over $5 million.
God.
Is it more than that? It's more than that. That's about $25 million. Sorry. Do you understand? So
Yeah, I
if
do.
the value keeps on increasing over time like that. Now those some of those people say mining those coins, started storing them. So when they bought them with their money, like now you can buy Bitcoin. You can't mine because it's high, because the more our internet service here in Nigeria is very slow. We need very fast internet connection. Our light here is not consistent. You need to run that machine 247 for it to be valuable, for it to be able to mine enough. Because
Yes.
you're competing with other miners too. Do you understand?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's how people get these coins. They mine it, they buy it, you buy and sell. Like if you had bought Bitcoin last month it was around 3.7. Early last month. Right now it's around $5,100. So you see you've made some profits.
Wow.
You get, so people just buy it because it's easiest way to get it. Because mining is very expensive. Because you also put light costs, cooling costs, all those things like that come into it. That's how it comes
Yes.
out.
And even an
All right.
expensive laptop and all
Yes.
that.
All right. Next question.
I think that's all for now.
All right. That's so. I don't know. So which are look at the sectors now. Which are the sectors do you think you can get started with?
Um, Based on what I've learned now, and I think cryptocurrency trading will be much more easier for me
Okay.
because I'm really new at this, and I think the trading part will be much more easier. Well, and probably content development also
All
because
right.
I know how to write, like creative writing. I write well,
Oh,
so
beautiful. Yeah,
so
that's been beautiful. Like we have courses for cryptocurrency. We have cryptocurrency masterclass for
wow.
trading. For the Bitcoin and blockchain. We have a masterclass. We have about 14 videos.
Okay,
14 videos. These videos are very expository. They give a breakdown by Chris, by
wow,
Thompson, you get, and then we'll give a total breakdown, step by step on cryptocurrency trading. The industry, the value system, the value chain, the areas you can feature in. You know,
yes,
in detail. We have a masterclass for that, and I will encourage you to join the masterclass. We have over 300 people in
wow,
our trading group. That's cryptocurrency trading group. You get, and from there you see people that content developers, so as in software developers, they want to do exchange services. Some of them we're even thinking of developing an agro-based blockchain platform like that.
well,
Now,
well, that would be very important to me because I studied plant science and biotech, so I think that would
exactly.
make sense.
Yes, and you see them, they cut all this vision right there in Crypto Hub because we train, we give weekly updates. In fact, you see over 100 people, over 200 people, over 300 people that are there to give you guidance, give you instructions on what to do, what to follow. They advise you. If you have questions, they answer you. You get, now you have several eyes that are
Yes,
watching the market. You get, people that have been through, have been here since 2013, since 2014, 2016,
wow,
and so it's a very large community. It really helps you to you move faster because so many people
yes,
are there with you. You get now.
because
You
the
get,
help
like the
will,
group you're in now. Yeah, the group you're in now. Most people don't talk there because it's still a newbie group. But the ones that joined in last week and upper week one, the main group, they see so much activity, so much development moving on. So people making profits, talking about how they traded and what they made so far. You get me? And
Oh,
you see it
okay.
practical, like so it's like taking a class whereby you learn something, and then after a while you can the practical literally puts money in your pocket. Like you can apply it.
Yes, because I really need to learn and how to be dependent on my own and how to make money. Because I'm a copper now saving and my people don't pay, so I rely on the 19th and it's not really enough at all. So I really need something. I really need to think fast and do
Exactly.
something.
You get it?
That's
Because
why.
usually like what we were saying last time, that most people become wealthy either through coming from a wealthy home, through investments, or through savings. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah, and so since most people are not from wealthy homes, they have to go through savings and investments. That's way to grow their potential.
Mm.
That's what people like Tony Elumelu did. People like what's this guy's name? Um,
Is
what's
it
this?
Veladrote?
Well, he's usually an investing type of person. I wouldn't be able to
I just gave
tell.
that name. I don't know because you're mentioning
Yes,
youth,
yes.
so that's why I mentioned the name.
Even his wife Tara, she put her investment into makeup, into beauty product, and now Tara is now a chain all over the country. Tara, you get
Okay.
Tara, you get,
Yes,
and
I
then
get you,
today,
sir.
yeah, you get. So I would like you to join the master class. You see a whole lot you learn from. You just join our regular webinars where we give you updates on what the market
Okay,
is
I
doing.
would love to. And I'm looking at these exchange services because I have a couple of guys like that who I think they're into cryptocurrency also. I have this particular friend, he's always posting on his status that he's buying Bitcoin, that whoever wants to sell that he's buying. So probably I'm thinking